Okay, good evening. Thanks for joining. Let's get the class started and we'll see if anybody joins slightly later. There won't be much, hopefully. We'll start. I think everybody's probably been with me. Just the usual, be very aware of your bodies and be very gentle with your bodies or respectful with your body. So let's just start by actually arriving, closing our eyes and focusing them ahead of you. Just find that moment of peace and awareness. Maybe awareness of the breathing, maybe awareness of the heart. Just find a point that brings you mindfulness. And then maybe take a moment to actually be aware of what we're going to do for the next hour, how we're going to approach the class. And then we'll now bring our eyes back to open and we'll start by warming up our shoulders. Let's just do a three movement exercise for the shoulders. We will be breathing in, taking our arms up as we stretch the shoulders up to the sky, not into the ears, but up to the sky. Feeling the lungs completely. And then we breathe out, taking the hands via the shoulders to the outside of the both sides and emptying the lungs. Breathing in once again via the shoulders. And pushing out the front, head in front of us and curling or rounding the back, emptying the lungs. Really rounding the back. Then breathing in, arms up, the third time. And we bow forward and arms behind as we breathe out. We'll do that 3 times. Let's just take it nice and gently and taking it to the deep. Breathing in or deep breath both ways. Breathing out via the shoulders to the outside. Stretching the arms away from each other. Breathing in, back to the shoulders. Breathing out, rounding the back and pushing the hands forward. Breathing in, arms up, stretching the spine. Breathing out, hands behind, bowing forward. Second time, well, third time, but we'll do 2 more. Breathing in, bow the shoulders to the sides. Breathing in, arms up, bow the shoulders to the front. Breathing in, arms up, bowing forward, arms behind. Last time, breathing in, arms up, really long, deep movements. By the shoulders to the sides. Breathing in, arms up. By the shoulders to the front. Breathing in, arms up. Bowing forward and hands behind. Back to neutral. Let's do our rave pose here. Hands just lightly clasping ahead of on top of our heads, and then we're just going to move shoulders. Yeah, so this is like shoulder flossing. No movement on the torso or the hips, just shoulders. So I'm taking my hands to the left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front. Just find your own rhythm. But I'm not looking at any cameras, but I hope you can try and do this, which is just shoulders. The head is not moving. The spine or the torso is not moving or very lightly. This is just flossing the shoulders. And we go the other way. Right, back, left, front. right, back, left, front a few more times. So now you can actually feel the rave. This is what my teacher used to call it, the rave pose or movement. 2 more times, 1 and 2, and we release. So that should have now lighten up the shoulder. Maybe let's just do a couple of movements of the neck. So from neutral, bending to the left, breathing in to neutral, breathing out to the right. Breathing into neutral, twisting to the left, breathing into neutral, twisting to the right. Coming back to neutral, bending to the left, left hand just placed on top of the head. Not pulling, just the weight of the hand should be enough to just stretch this muscle here. And if you take this right arm away from your shoulder to the right side, you get a nice deep stretch of neck muscle there. And we'll do a few breaths here. Continue breathing, continue stretching. And then if you want to just take it a little bit deeper, you can just look down, but gently, gently, because you got all that weight on the head, looking down to my knee, and then looking up to the sky. Just feel the stretch. Release the hand, release the head. And then we go the other side. Bend to the right. Right hand just place on top of the head. If it feels too tense, just don't even put the hand there. This is just for the extra stretch. Just the weight of the hand is enough, not pulling. Left hand pushing away in the opposite direction. And then there, just if you feel that if it feels nice, you can look down to the knee and look up to the sky. But this is quite strenuous on the neck, yeah? So just do it if it actually feels like a nice stretch, very gently. And then release the hand, release the neck, and then we do a couple of rotations. Now let's just do from forward, rotating to the right, then to the back, half a circle, to the right and to the front. Then left and back, left and front, right and back, right and front, left and back, left and front. We'll do that one more time, or if you feel like going the full, I don't like going all the way around, but some people love it. I mean, so you either go the full way around or you just do that once again. So right and continue, stop, left, and then when you're done, we're done. So from there, let's move to our all fours, tabletop. And today we're going to do the cat-cows just in the sort of 45-degree angle. So from our normal cat-cow, hips over knees, shoulders over arms, we're just going to move our hands 45 degrees to the left. So the hips are still square, but the shoulders are looking 45 degrees or thereabouts, whatever feels right for you. And then we'll just do a few cat-cows. Breathe out and roll the back, around the back, chin to chest, pubis inwards, and then breathe in, tail out, head up, chest down. Breathe out, cat. Breathe in, cow. Oh, it feels nice. Now, 2 more times. Feels nice as the first exercise of the day. If you've just come back from work or from not doing stretching, it's a nice start. Okay, one more time. That would be my cat, and that would be my cow. Relax or relax neutral, back to center, and then right side. I'm going to actually do a funny twist here because I've got a wall there, but the same, hips square and shoulders about 45 degrees. And once again, we're going to actually breathe in, take the chin up, the butt of the tailbone outwards, chest forward, and then breathe out, chin to chest, pubis forward and round the back. So it's arch for breathing in, round for breathing out. 3 more times in your own breath or your own tempo. Back to neutral, and we come back to neutral. Right, the next one is a wave. I mean, it's a nice exercise, but it's also the coordination, the feeling, trying to feel your body. So just watch first, because initially at the beginning it seems really strange to be able to do these waves, but they feel nice once you do it. So you go from child pose, and then how I try and visualize it is I start with my shoulders and tipping the hips forwards, chin to chest. So this will be like a cat. And then as you get to the limit, I roll, chin forward, tail out, and then I'm in like a cow. And then I lead with my butt, lead with my tail, back to a child pose. Now start, or if you want to watch it one more time, watch it one more time. So roll the hip, roll the chin to the chest, a cat, as you come forward. And then as we get to the limit, we curl the spine by taking the head up or chin up and the tail up, and then we lead with the tail back to the child pose. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, rolling forward, breathing out, turning back. 3 more times. Rounding forward, arching back. And then just feel it. I won't say anything, just do it by yourself. Nobody's watching you. Just feel like a kind of wave or a snaky type feeling. Two more times. And we meet up at child's pose. Maybe with the legs open or your legs closed, whatever feels good for you. I have my legs open so I can get my chest or my tummy between the legs, and then just relax there in child pose. While child pose is with the arms out, or normal child pose will be with the arms by your sides. Use it also as a stretch. It's a nice, well, if you got your arms out, then you can use this as a stretch on the shoulders as well. If you got your arms to the side, then it's just relaxing. Okay, we come up again, and now a nice counter to that movement is to do the thread the needle. So we're still on all fours. Left hand stays solid on the ground, right arm comes up, gently breathing in. And then breathing out, and we're going to go straight into the thread the needle. So very slowly find that left arm threading under the right arm threading under the right arm threading under the left arm. I hope you can see me, and you can also intuit what I'm doing. So I've got now my right shoulder on the ground, right cheek on the ground. Now my hips are going to tend to collapse to the left. So I'm going to bring my hips back to the center, and then just enjoy that nice spinal twist, also the compression of the shoulder, and yeah, you do get a little rest while you sit here, but square the hips. Yes, what we are getting a twist. Now if you're not feeling much here in terms of a twist, you can take the left arm, I can unstick it from the paper, up and behind, and you can grab there the top of your pants or leggings. 3, 2, and as usual, we're going to push with our hand to lift the weight and not our spine. Pushing with the left hand, and we lift this right arm to the side, and we do the other side. You don't need to turn around. I'm turning around so that I can face you. So once again, from tabletop, left arm up, breathe in, breathe out, thread the left hand through the right arm or the right underarm, and then just place left shoulder, left cheek on the ground. And then again, if your hips are collapsing to the left, bring it back to the middle and enjoy the twist. Either stay there or take the right arm behind and grab the top of your leggings there. Three, two, and pushing with the right hand, we lift up. Breathing in, lift up, and we release. Okay, we're gonna do now some work on the back. Yeah, there's a whole lot of muscles leading all from the top to the bottom of the spine there. And we hardly do these back bends. We're gonna lie on our tummy. And we're gonna do it in 4 stages. I think you've done this with me before. So the first one, you're gonna just rest your head. We're gonna actually have a little sleep here, and then lift the left knee. Now, and I say the knee so that we don't actually just lift the foot up. So the left knee means bringing, doing the bending doing the lifting from the hip. So actually have a gap here in my top left groin. So I'm actually lifting my left knee. 3, 2, and 1, release. Lifting the right knee. Again, there should be a gap at the bottom of your right groin, which means that you're lifting from the hip. 3, 2, 1, release. Left side again, lift the left knee. A little bit higher this time. The rest of the body is resting. Yeah, the top part is resting at the moment. Release, and then the right side. And release. And we're going to go to the top part. So now the legs are going to be relaxed, maybe a little bit of tension just on the top of the feet there, and then we're going to lift the left shoulder. Left shoulder, left elbow, release. Left shoulder, right shoulder, right elbow. Release, left side. Release, right side. Release, make a little pillow with your hands and just have a little rest there. All the time relaxing, letting the blood flow back to the muscles. That's what we have the breaks for, yeah? It's not to think about what we're gonna do afterwards. Trying to stay in the moment and in the present. Now we're gonna alternate. So we're gonna be left elbow, right knee. Release, right elbow, left knee. And now with the breath, breathing in, left elbow, right knee. Breathing out, right elbow, left knee. Let's just continue, yeah? Just follow breath after breath. Alternating one arm with the opposite leg. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Okay, now let the hands go on the side of your hips, facing down. Some people like to put them under the hips, but that's fine. It's up to you that which exact asana you're gonna do. And then from there, take your both legs up. So it would be like a locust or variation of the locust. Just the legs up, both legs up. Feel the back, the lower back really pulling there. And release. Second to last part, just bringing your chest up, both arms off the ground. Now it should be the top part of your spine lifting. 3, 2, and 1. Rest everything on the ground. And you know what comes last? Is we're going to do the full locus. Bring everything up, legs up, shoulders up, and we'll hold that for a few breaths. Yeah. So from resting, we're going to go. I don't know how you want to put your arms. You can put them on the side. It's easier. In front of you or by the sides. And then just lift everything up. 5, 4, 3. Lift. 2 and 1. Release everything on the ground. We're going to do that 3 times. If it's too much strain on your lower back, then go back to just doing only top or only bottom, yeah? Everything up. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release everything down. Last time. Shoulders off the ground and knees off the ground. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, rest there. And then just gently roll yourself up to a little child pose there, just to counter the back bend, yeah? A little gentle back child pose. Maybe moving your hips from side to side. And let's go on to one knee, so right knee's down, left leg is up. Now we're going to be doing a few movements here, so maybe it's an idea to use a blanket on the knee that's down, or I just simply fold the mat onto the knee, and I get a double mat there on the right side, on the right knee. And then from there, arms up, breathe in. Breathe out, twist to the left. Opening the chest to the left, both sides. Breathing in, arms up. And now in the opposite side, right hand towards the right heel. And looking at that right heel or right hand. And it's like a back bend with a twist, yes? Just feel a nice, lovely stretch, pushing that left arm up. Breathing in, arms up. And then bending left hand on left thigh. And we bend to the left. Breathing in, both arms up. And right hand next to the right foot. And left arm up. Really stretch and twist. Breathing in, arms up. Okay, so we're going to do that again because I was giving instructions and maybe first time you're just watching what's happening. So now we've seen it. It's basic 4 movements, 1 on each side. We're going to do it a couple of times with the breath, yeah? So from this one knee stand here, breathing in, arms up. Long breaths, breathing out, left twist. Opening the chest, feel the twist from the base of your spine to the top of the shoulders, breathing in, both arms up. Then twist to the right, right hand to right heel. Breathing in, arms up. Bending, side bend to the left. Breathing in, arms up. Right hand that rests to the next foot and twisting to the left. Breathing in, arms up. Second time. Breathe out, bend to twist to the left. Breathing in, arms up. Right hand, right heel, twist, bend to the right. Breathing in, arms up. Left bend, side bend. Breathing in, arms up. Tilting forward, right hand by right foot. Stretching all the time, nice deep stretches, otherwise we're not doing much here. Breathing in, arms up. And hands to knee. Okay, great, let's swap over. So now my left knee is on the ground. My right foot is up. And we're gonna go for the other side 3 times, yeah? Just now that you know the moves, maybe close your eyes. Let's make into an introspection or whatever, feeling inside. And yeah, deep, long breaths. Yeah, you're also exercising the lung capacity. Yeah, we use very little of our full lung capacity. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, right twist. Breathe in, arms up. Left hand, left heel, twist, bend to the left. Maybe you can actually look at the left heel, and that helps in the move. Breathe in, arms up. Right side bend, right hand to right hip. Breathing in, arms up. Tilt forward, right hand next to right foot. Is that right? Yes. No. Left hand, because I was looking at the camera. Left hand by right foot, and we twist to the right. Okay, let's start the second time. Breathe in, arms up. Left twist. Breathe in, arms up. Right hand, left heel. I know something's going wrong there. Right, lift, both arms are up. Breathe in. Right bend, yeah? So side bend to the right. Breathe in, arms up. Now comes the left hand, left heel, and bending to the left. Twist, bend to the left. And the last one, breathe in, arms up. And left hand, left foot, and we tilt to the right. Breathing in, arms up. Let's put the hands on the leg. And we're going to concentrate on the last time. I got it wrong that second time. So let's go one last time. So breathe in, arms up. Twist to the left. Really opening the chest, twisting the spine. Breathing in, arms up. Right hand, right hip, bend to the right. Breathing in, arms up. Stretch left hand, left heel, and we twist, bend to the left. Breathing in, arms up. Left hand next to the right foot, and we tilt to the right. Breathing in, arms up. And release everything. Okay, just before we get off our knees, let's do something fun. Swap sides, right knee down, left foot up, double mat if you need to. And then we're gonna basically, maybe some of you might need a belt. We're gonna grab our back foot, yeah? So you might need the belt to grab the back foot, or you might be able to just simply grab the right foot with the right hand, taking it to your butt. Maybe the other hand can also grab it. Actually, I'm going to move my foot slightly forward because I didn't have a good balance there. So you can grab it with the belt, with one hand or with both hands. And then once you got there, obviously we're having a really nice deep stretch on the right quad, and then just lean forward. Ooh, don't break your quads. No, just enjoy the stretch here. Opening the chest, stretching the quad, looking ahead, looking forward. 3, 2, and don't release the foot, just come back and then release one hand and release the other. And we do the other side. I told you it'd be fun. So double mat. Once again, maybe adjust the foot. Last time I had it too close to me. So adjust the foot so you can either use the belt to grab that back foot, or the hand, or both hands. And once you have it, open the chest, feel the stretch on the quad, and then just lean into it as far as is fun. This would be called yoga masochism. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Going deeper every time, breathing in, breathing out. And again, come back, release one hand, release the other, and shake it, shake it, shake it all about. Okay, let's sit on our butts. We're going to do a little bit of windscreen wiping, but I have a feeling there is one unmuted microphone. So let's just do that. Come to mute all, and then come back out. Okay, so we're sitting on our butts, on our bottom, on our glutes, or whatever we want to use it. And then from there, just put your feet forward somewhere where it feels nice to just windscreen wipe to the left. So I'm dropping both knees to the left, and it's a nice deep rotation of the hip here and opening of this one, yes. And if you keep your shoulders straight, you also get a little twist. And then the other side. Try and go deeper with that left knee down to the ground. 1. Okay, now it's touching. And 2. Okay, now the next fun bit is going to be to adjust your seat so that you can try leaning forward now, obviously, because I'm not using my hands behind, and then take both knees to the ground on the left, bringing them up, both knees to the ground on the right. Bringing them up, both knees to the left. Let's do that one more time on each side, both to the right. So this is obviously is the twisting or the doing the work on the hips, the balance, but also some spine work. And one more time on the left. And I'm actually crawling forward, as you can see, because it's like a walk. And then we release there. Okay, so that's just something to try from time to time because it's very unnatural. Now, the next part I want to do is some side planks. I always stress that the shoulders are very versatile, but because of their versatility, they're actually quite delicate. Yeah, they don't have a socket and bone structure, so we have to be very, very careful with it. So if this is too much, they're very, I'm going to be putting all the weight on that shoulder, which can be unnatural and can actually not be healthy for some people. So if this is the first time you're doing it, then you can start doing it by having your taking some of the weight on the right leg, and then having part of the weight on the left leg, yeah? But if you can actually do the full plank, then we're going to actually just lift up all the weight on that left shoulder. Now, I try not to put my shoulder too close because then I get a kind of constrictive movement there. So I try and have my arms slightly not below the shoulder. Some people do it below the shoulder. It's up to you. I'm just telling you what I think is slightly more healthy. And then, or at least in my case, my physiognomy, it works this way. And then both arms up. Now the shoulder should be strong and pushing. If it's collapsing, then maybe you should be putting the left knee down, yeah? Let's count to 5, pushing both arms away from each other. 4, trying to have the core engaged and the hip not to collapse in 3, 2, push the hands away from each other, chest forward, and 1, knee down and release. Let's go on the other side. Once again, the hands slightly forward from the shoulder and all the weight on the shoulder, and I'm pushing with the shoulder, so it's actually taking the weight in a healthy way. Do the checks, right shoulder, left hand to the sky, core engage, hips engage, 3, 2, open the chest, and 1, foot down, knee down. I don't know which way is best to come out, but you know what's best for you. Well, I'm going to do it one more time, with an added variation. So either do the same, or from here, we'll do a tree leg, yeah? So the same as you were doing before, we have a tree leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, stretch and release. Other side. So as the more you do the side plank, the stronger the shoulders get, of course. Because I clearly wasn't able to do this a few years back. So, tree leg, find your balance, arm up, push the shoulders away from each other, make sure you got strong right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, chest out, and 1, and release. Let's just sit on our heels and have a little shoulder part. You just roll the shoulders back, maybe the wrist as well. Just see what was asking for pampering in your body. And then we're going to do the last variation. It's actually a fun one and not a much easier one. But it's got a different stretch, yeah? And it's quite a chillax one, I call it. So which side? We start on the right side. So this time what we're going to do, right, without putting all the weight on the side plank, let's put the left foot. So with the right hand down, the left foot is ahead of me, and now the right foot goes into like a side plank position. But we're not going to hold the weight here. We're just going to release that hip to the ground. Maybe touch, maybe not. And then we're still keeping the right shoulder strong. We're gonna just sit there and enjoy the view. This is like my kind of my beach pose, or I just imagine being on the sand here for some reason. So I've got the nice deep stretch on all the right side of the body. My shoulder's still strong. Okay, it's not the same as when I was doing the side plank, but it's still engaged. The left foot is forward, and then I'm just letting the hip down. Pick up the cocktail. Have a sip, put it down, and come out. Maybe rolling forward gently, and then we go to the other side. Yeah, for some reason, some poses invoke different imagination. I don't know what your imagination does, but mine does run wild. So the right foot is now 90 degrees in front of me. The left leg is in a side plank situation, but then I'm going to just let that hip release down, and then I'm just going to chill out here but I'm not completely sitting. I'm still allowing this stretch on the left side of my body, opening the chest. This hand, I don't know, you could put it on the inside of the left leg or have it on this knee. I don't know. Open the chest, push the left shoulder up. Feel that stretch on the outside of the left leg. 3, maybe let the hip sink down a little bit further. 3, 2, look at the camera, smile, and release. Okay, we've certainly done a lot of stretching there. So let's go on to a gentle warrior flow. Everybody knows this flow. I imagine, I don't recognize everybody's name, but I'm sure everybody knows this flow, yeah? So basically we're gonna go, forward, back, every time, stretching different parts and just getting a little bit into the groove, yeah, into the breathing. So we start with a forward lunge, breathing in, arms up, breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, warrior 2, which is hips to the side, arms to the side. Breathing in, we bend back, slide the left hand down the left thigh. Really deep breaths and deep movements. Breathe out, right elbow, right knee, and take the left arm above your ear. and stretch the whole left side of the body. Breathing in, straightening the leg. Gonna go to a back bend again. Not bending, yeah, back or sideways. Now you want to envision it. And the final move is Trikonasana. Right hand onto right ankle or right shin, opening the chest to the side and opening the hip to the side. Yeah, otherwise, if you're on the side, then I'd rather you put your hand further up. So it's a side movement. I will do 3 breaths on this one, just because it's fun. Opening the chest, hip forward, hands away from each other. Telescope your arms out, and then hands on hips, and we come back up. And we do the other side. Breathing in, arms up on a forward lunge or warrior 1. Breathing out on warrior 2, side hips, right side shoulders. Breathing in, leaning back, deep. Breathe out, left elbow, left knee, stretching left arm, left foot. Breathing in, straightening the head, the leg, and leaning back. And we finish breathing out with Trikonasana, tilting forward. Check your hips and check your shoulders are sideways. I show you this view. And it is important to try and follow instructions, because this is a new type of yoga which is via instructions and a flat screen. 3, open the chest. Telescope the arms away from each other. 2, and hands on hips, and we release. Okay, that's just a nice way to loosen up, just a nice way to come up to our standing part of the class. Loosen the hips. Right, a variation of tree pose. We're gonna do the old tree pose with the foot up, but today I want to do it first. Maybe for some people who haven't done it, let's take all the weight on the right foot, right hip. You need to engage that kneecap, and then from there we have like a one-side Tadasana, mountain pose. The left foot is just touching there, the toes touching there, arms up, and we bend towards that left side. Then we count to 5 as we go deeper into it. Also allow the hip to tilt to the right so you get a nice deep stretch all on the left side of the body. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the middle. Swap legs. So again, nice solid foot on the ground, kneecap engage, hip engage, core engage. The whole body's in a Tadasana mode. Left, and then the right foot is just touching there. Both arms up. Breathe in, breathe out to the right. Allow the hip to tilt, so you get a nice deep stretch on the left side. 5. Every out breath, my body allows me to go a little bit deeper. See what yours does. 3, 2, 1. Release. Gently coming back. You've asked the body to go deep, then you got to allow it to come back slowly. Second time, variation. This time it includes also balancing, so prepare your stance, and then this foot now stays off the ground. Right, arms up, and then the same, but using the balance as well. 3, 2, 1, and release. Prepare the left side. Lift the right foot up, arms up, and then using also your balance, we're going to do the same again. So we're going to bend to the right at your own pace and in your own bodies. 3, 2, and deeper. 1, release and release. Okay, then just like shake it all about. Two more standing poses and then we'll go to the ground. So all the weight on the right leg. Again, prepare your solid standing leg and then left knee up. We're going to just do a simple couple of stretches here, but it's the balance that we're working probably more. Hand on the left knee and then bring it to the chest. That's a nice solid body, so the balance should be easier, and feel it easier or feel it solid. Right leg should be nice and stable. 3, pull the knee up towards the shoulder. 2, a little bit deeper. 1, release. Left hand on the inside of the knee and open to the side. I mean, you can do anything with the right hand, but I actually find that if I put it on the other hip, it helps to open the 2 hips. 5, 4, 3, open a little deeper, and 1 back to the center. And now the opposite twist. I'm going to turn sideways so you see that it's a twist and not just moving the leg. So now I'm going to twist my whole body. So right hand on the outside of the knee, and then now I'm going to twist the torso to the side. Maybe the left hand can stretch out. Again, feel the solidity of the right foot, the holding the standing leg. And maybe if you're not talking, you can do better. 3, 2, pull and release. Everything back to the ground. And the other side. Find your stability on the left side, like a left mountain pose, and right knee up. Hold below the knee. Bring that knee to the chest or to the shoulder. Find the solidity in this standing. Knee higher. A little bit higher. And release. Hand on the inside of the knee. And open the hip. Three, 2, and 1. Back to the center and twist. Now I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to be facing the wall behind me and twist. Chest to the side, right shoulder back. You can stretch the arm. I can because I've got the wall. And if you're not talking, it's probably better. Twist. 3, 2, and twist. Release back to the center and come down. Okay, that's super. Okay, I had much more prepared, but time flies when you're enjoying yourself. So let's go down to the ground and do a little Sphinx here. Remember how we like to do the Sphinx. So lay yourself down and put the elbows just a couple of centimeters above to where they will finish up, and pull yourself. So now we've got a Sphinx with a stretched spine. Just loosen up, relax there. Right, this might not be for everybody, depending on how your lower back is feeling. But if you're feeling good, then right hand kind of crosses 45 degrees in front of you. We bend the left foot, and then you either use the rope or the hand to grab that left leg. We're going to do a little bit of pulling the foot towards the glutes again, and pull. And then gently release without snapping, and back to Sphinx. Feels very relaxing now, doesn't it? So just feel the difference between the left hip and glute and even lower back. It's nice. And then left hand 45 degrees in front of us. If this is for you, then we're going to be bending the right knee and either using the rope or the hand. We're going to pull that foot towards our butt and down. Two, and again releasing without snapping. Put yourself a little bit up, and now the lower spine feels much looser, doesn't it? At least that's my feeling. Let's have another few counts here. If you're not feeling enough, then remember you can always do a seal by taking the hands further out and lifting your chest more up. That's up to each individual person, where you're going to go on this one. Two, and release hands in front of your head and use it as a pillow to rest for a moment your lower back. Coming out, maybe turning to the side rather than straight back, and we come up, maybe not with the back to the camera, and we're gonna go for something very simple, just a leg stretch. So let's put the left foot inside my right thigh. I'm gonna grab, you might need the belt, but most of us won't. Grab the right foot and then just bring it up. Now this might be enough for you, or it might be a little bit more, or you might have a straight leg. Wherever you are, we're going to stretch the back of the leg. Another alternative is what I'm doing now, which is one hand, in order to free up a little bit my left side of the body. So I'm working on the leg here. So you can do the two hands, maybe with one hand, and that frees up a little bit of the body. So nice deep stretch, Achilles, calf, hamstring, bringing it up towards, if you're ready, if you're feeling comfortable, then take the knee further closer to the chest. 3, 2, and 1, release. And we swap sides. So my right foot is inside my thigh, and then just find a comfortable way of, finding your way into this position. It doesn't have to be strictly on the thigh. And then again, either both hands on the left foot, maybe semi-bend, maybe almost straight, or maybe fully straight. And once again, you can release maybe the right hand so that you can have you just get a different feeling. You can open your chest and then straighten that left leg. Take that chest forward, maybe try and see if you can feel the spine. Even though it's a little bit rounded, just feel that it's straightened, or you're trying to straighten it. 3, 2, and release. Let's do a tiny little bit of a core that we don't do often, or maybe from here, maybe just lean forward if you want to release any tension on the lower back. Lean forward and rhomboid legs. And then we come and lie on our backs. Okay, so feet down, hands behind the head, and then just lift the shoulders off the ground. And you should be able to feel here, we're stretching the top part of the core. The core is all the way at the front here. They're very important. shoulders off the ground, and then release the shoulders. Now the opposite is going to be to try and lift your knees up and then try and get your sacrum or the lower back off the ground. Okay, you might need to lift the head slightly, that's okay. But the aim here is to get a gap under your tail, under your sacrum. So now we're using the lower core and relaxing the top part as far as possible. Lifting up. So there's a gap under your sacrum, and then release. Once again, top part, lift your shoulders up. Release the top part and lift the bottom up. And you know what's going to come next, yeah? The bottom of your hips up in the air, and then release everything and relax your core, yeah? So we're trying to work lower core, middle core, and the upper core. And the way to do all that now is, some people call it dead bug pose, which is just the dead bug. But I prefer to imagine, okay, lifting the bottom up so your hips are not touching the ground, and then you're trying to lift yourself up off onto a rope that's thrown to you from the ceiling. And we're lifting ourselves up. Or maybe the rope is actually going through our feet. That's a good idea. A good way to imagine it. So we're trying to get this rope between our feet, and we're trying to climb out of this. It's not really a hole. I don't like a hole. We're trying to get to the roof. Lifting, pulling the rope. So your shoulders are off the ground and your hips are off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, pull. And 1, release gently. Your whole core. Feet down, head down. And just relax the body for a moment. Right, that's minimum core. We're not going to get a six-pack from that, but at least we're going to keep them awake. They're going to know that they're still there. Right, let's do a lovely twist before we finish. So knees up, and then just drop them to the right as your shoulders stay on the ground. Left shoulder stretches to the left. Maybe right hand goes on the left knee just to create a little bit of weight and accentuate that twist. If your head, your cervical spine is nice and good, you can try and look at the left hand. And then just sigh if you want to, if you need to, and enjoy the moment. Bring the knees up again. Dropping them to the left. Again, right shoulder now stretches to the right. Left hand maybe create a little bit of weight to the top of the right knee and just stretch to the right and the knees to the left. And relax there. Bring the knees back up, feet down, maybe square your hips, check that it's all in the right, in the same line, spine, hips, and then just straighten your legs, lie on your back, close your eyes, relax the body, and because the class is not finished yet, you have to do at least a 1-minute shavasana and not get up and shoot off. So stay there, lying down, relax and feel the body. Maybe you like to do like me, just go through the main muscles, maybe with a gentle reminder of what we did, you know, the quad work we did. Feel those quads. Towards the end, the hamstring, remember the work on the hamstring. Just feel the shoulders. There was so much work on the shoulders, but just feel how they're feeling. Feel the hips, should feel lighter. Obviously had more fluid running in and out of them. Feel the neck. And then just feel your face and have a little smile. Smile to yourself. Smile to the class. And that brings us to 9 o'clock. But thank you for joining. You don't need to get up. Please stay. Please do a 3-minute, 30-minute or 3-hour shavasana. Enjoy your evening. Namaste. And we'll see you hopefully Sunday, if not next Wednesday.